Well, we're up to the sound of the car alarm going off at 4:45 this morning. We might as well have at it. So this is part 2 of my video that I've made this morning. Welcome to Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. And thank God you have all made it this far. Aren't we? Just everybody just pat yourself on the back. It's funny because when I listen to music, when I'm training, when I'm working out, there's always some sort of message by the song that says, anybody here in 2025? And I always wonder why they write that. But if you just listen to my channel, you'll find out why. And thank you for all of those of you who are subscribing. Please, we are trying to grow here and trying to not sell you any mainstream BS. We want to hit you with the hard facts as hard as they have hurt. Now, listen, I can attest to this that I have survived pretty much most of all that I have spoken about here in my with my content. And that being said, you can too. Anyways, let's go on to part 2. My thoughts this morning were all over big pharma, drugs that work and drugs that don't. I've known people who seem to be in an endless battle with drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, people who have been on hundreds of drugs, swapping drugs like I would probably eat candy, okay? I mean, I'm talking now, this is serious. We have to be serious here at 5:15 in the morning. People who have been on hundreds of drugs, just nonstop swapping drugs out. This can't be good for your body, let alone your mind. Yet these people are deemed, mentally ill or whatnot. I even have a good friend who experiences V2K, who is almost convinced that he's schizophrenic and who has actually claimed schizophrenia. Now, I've claimed some things in life too that I shouldn't have. Uh, but I get the positioning on this, right? We're backed into a corner. But this is not true. I want to assure you that this is not true. This led me to think about my grandfather, who's part Ukrainian, and who has been told that he was schizophrenic. Now, I was a small child. I probably wasn't even in my teens yet. So I had no knowledge of these Project Paperclip and Operation this and Operation MK Ultra and being targeted and gang stalking and all of this, which you'll find blown out of the water on my channel here. Again, please subscribe. We are trying to grow by stomping out these vicious criminals trying to ruin people's lives. We are trying to put an end to it here. We are trying to grow a business where one can support themselves, one can feel peace and freedom and comfort by doing the right things and not having to work for somebody else. Anyways, back to the point. If you're constantly in a cycle of taking some sort of pharmaceutical drugs and they're not working, they're making the problems worse, shouldn't somebody alarm or alert that person, that loved one, that maybe they're in some sort of mind control program? And I learned this from being targeted myself. And let's just call these people by these names. I had a date once, kind of crazy, talked about how he brought guns to church and how he would watch out for the church. Which I don't know that this is a good thing to advertise either, people. And he would insinuate, just go take your pills. And I had just met this guy. He didn't know me from Adam. He didn't know what medications I took. Really, probably at the time, all I took was an acid reflux drug. And he would insinuate that I needed to take some sort of medication. And I was like, what are you even talking about? It was as if he was trying to get me into the big pharma program maybe so as to keep me out of different programs, which I was already involved with, already engulfed in flames in anyways. I just didn't realize how bad it was. I've got some kind of perp sitting idling outside. It's not even 20 after 5 this morning. I don't even know if I want to get up and check, but I can hear their vehicle running. Oh, anyway, the second perp, let's call her Rachel, was doing the same thing, some sort of gaslighting. And you have to wonder if this is mind control, just above and beyond uh, insults and dangerous behavior and things that she wouldn't even know about me, anyways, because she's never gotten to know me personally regarding drugs. I think this is highly disturbing, people, and feel free to comment.